So this is how we're going to start laying the foundations of orienting and engagement, etc. with the deaf and partially blind dog, since she can't see us super well. I think she can see a little bit, but she can't see us super well. I'm going to use Cooper here to demonstrate because I don't actually have that dog with me. But I'm going to lay a foundation of orienting onto humans the same way I do a foundation of a recall, except I'm not going to be able to use any sort of verbal cues or verbal markers, right? And my visual markers are going to have to either be really overt, or I'm going to have to switch it up. Good news, I can switch it up. So I'm going to use Cooper. Cooper here is available through adoption through Lake Little Animal Rescue. He's a 5-6-year-old mutt. We're not sure what Cooper is. He was surrendered to us when his elderly owner could no longer take care of him. So he's a really nice guy. He gets along with most dogs as long as they're kind of chill and relaxed. He's a pretty relaxed dude too. He's good with cats. He's really awesome. We've got a radio going up here. Okay, so first step is I want to teach a hand target. So I'm going to teach, Cooper knows a hand target, but pretend he doesn't. And the thing I'm going to do is release it. It's right on my hand, covered with my thumb to not drop it, but as soon as he touches it, he's going to get the cookie. I'm going to do that 3 times with a cookie, and then 4th time without. Good job. And then I'm going to provide it. Now, when I'm working with deaf dogs, I use a signal. I use a hang 10, just because I like it and it's easy to remember. Hang 10 equals yes. But for the case of this dog, because her hearing is impaired as well as her vision, I don't know that that'll work. But you can do a touch, hang 10, provide a reward. And a reward. So what I'm doing is I'm not giving him any verbal cues because I want to make sure that we understand that this dog has a deafness issue, and so she can't be relied upon to offer the behavior through a verbal marker or a verbal cue. Good job. All right. So now once I've got her targeting my hand, just like that, so I can ask him to target it. Hang 10. There we go. All right. So now the next step is I'm going to cookie in my hand. I'm guiding. It's going into that pan, so it's easy to find. And then I'm going to ask him to return. As soon as he touches, he's going to get another reward. And then we're going to guide it back in there. So if I wanted to do my hand hang 10 symbol with that, is I'm going to toss that cookie over there for him. He's going to target my hand, and I'm going to say yes and give him the reward. Toss it a little bit further away. Target, hang 10. Yeah, good job. So Cooper knows this game really well, so he's a good dog to show it with. So what I'm teaching him is to orient to me, right? So now we're going to change it up, and I'm going to move positions. I'm using this pan because I wanted, with this dog who's visually impaired, to make sure it's easy for her to find it, so that I don't necessarily have to send, she doesn't have to necessarily hunt it. But what he's going to do is they're going to reorient to you because we are a source of food, right? So what we're teaching is this orientation. And now I can back way up and get him to chase me. Hang 10, reward. Good job, Coop. You're being a really good sport for not using a traditional marker. Now, I like the hand orientation. You'll notice I'm putting it right in front of me. He's going to go back. He's looking. But now, because I'm using it right in front of me, because if I have the dog's nose here, I can grab for a collar. I can put a leash over their head. By having my hand through it, slide them and catch them that way. And I don't have to be I don't have to be sneaky about it, and I don't have to worry about catching up to them. So he's tired. He's going to take a break. He's getting a drink. I'm going to give him a second to get that drink, and then I'm going to ask for him to reorient to me, non-verbally. Here he comes. Yes, good job. All right, Cooper. Okay, ready? Yeah, give him a break there. All right. Right. So here's how we're going to chain behaviors with a dog who's hearing impaired. Dublin here is not hearing impaired, but I'm going to pretend like he is. So I am going to teach him to come into kind of an auto sit, to reorient and to sit, so that I can do things like grab a collar or mess with his head or whatever. I just want this to kind of be a default behavior, right? That to come and sit is always going to work. So if he's offering it to me, I'm going to be rewarding it. Here's the hand sign for yes. All right, you ready? So I'm going to toss a treat over here, let him get it. Again, if this is a visually impaired dog, I would use something consistent. I'm going to yes, then I'm going to ask, give him that. So then we're going to ask, yeah. He's got a lot more energy, so I'm sending him out a little bit further. I'm going to ask him to target. We're going to reward that. Then we're going to ask her to sit. We're going to reward that. And we're going to start again. So assuming he was visually impaired, I would probably always put it in that little bucket there. Target, yes. Sit, yes. Good job. Send him out. Now I'm going to ask her to target, ask her to sit, reward dad, send him out, ask her to target, ask her to sit, yes. You notice I'm going to do everything in threes, send him out, ask her to target, ask her to sit, yes. Oh, I dropped that one. Keep going. All right, now I'm going to send him out a little bit further this time so he can warm up. And then I'm going to ask him to target, and just down he goes. Good job. Send him out. And this time I'm not going to do anything. Boom, victory. Good job, buddy. Get it. You're free. No more. Something else with a deaf and hearing impaired dog is we need to be able to alert them that our presence is here, and how to reorient them. So I'm going to do that by doing a shoulder touch. I'm going to touch, and then I'm going to bring the hand up, provide the, there. So it's going to touch. I've got the cookie in my hand, touching his shoulder. I'm going to bring it up. There we go. Cookie in hand, bringing it up. Oop. Good job. So now I'm going to touch his shoulder and bring my hand up here. There we go. Good job. So in theory, we're going to put, there, this. Give him a couple cookies there. I'm going to come up and touch his shoulder. And here. Yes. Good job. Ready? So I'm going to distract him. A couple of cookies. Touch his shoulder. Good job. He thought I threw it. Couple of cookies. Touch the shoulder. Bring him up. Yeah, good job. Now, this time, I'm going to do a couple of cookies. I'm going to touch his shoulder. Yeah, good job. And there he went, all on his own. Good boy. All right, get it. Send him out. He's probably pretty tired.